Hey, what's up everyone? Pase Baller here. This is the 8th game for today, October 25th, 2023. So this is a Western Conference battle between New Orleans Pelicans and Memphis Grizzlies. This will happen at around 8 o'clock p.m. Eastern Time, so that's going to be 8 o'clock a.m. here in Manila. I am just inviting everyone who have not subscribed yet to our YouTube account or YouTube channel, Pase Baller. Please click on the subscribe button below. At the same time, hit on that bell logo. That way, automatically, you guys will be receiving notifications whenever new videos are uploaded. By the way, as we all know, we actually provide free predictions here in our little channel, Pase Baller, in YouTube. But for those who would want to avail our premium picks or premium package, you can just actually reach us through Messenger, Telegram, Instagram. You can just actually check them out. The descriptions or the details are actually in the descriptions of these videos. The spread, by the way, that is given on this particular battle is at minus 1.5 or minus 2. Hold up. It's just actually at minus 1. That's actually given towards the home team, that is Memphis Grizzlies. All right, so just for those of you who know me, minus 1 plus 1. Let's forget that. So let's stick with money line on this one. All right. So let's check the matchup. Memphis Grizzlies, they would be enjoying the home court advantage on this. Now let's take a look at the health or the availabilities of the players. For New Orleans Pelicans, I see 3 players who are out for them. Jose Alvarado, Marshall, and Trey Murphy. Wow. Those are actually very huge helpers for their starters, and sometimes Murphy and Alvarado even start for them. So for sure they would actually feel that. Now for Memphis Grizzlies, I think this one would hurt even more. Steven Adams is actually out for the rest of the season due to that surgery that has happened. Aldama and Brandon Clark, both are actually playing bigs or forwards. They are also out, and as we all know, Ja Morant would actually be serving his suspension. I'm starting to get confused as to how many games there are, but I think it's 25 games. I don't know if it's final, but that's what I read. All right, so 3 players are out for New Orleans, and there are 4 who are out for Memphis Grizzlies. 2 of which are actually for a long time. Ja Morant 25 games, Steven Adams for the rest of the season. Right, so I think all in all, Memphis Grizzlies would actually feel more pain, quote unquote, because again, Steven Adams, Aldama, and Clark, there are bigs, and they actually need these bigs because, as we all know, Zion Williamson is actually back. Now, Zion Williamson is not actually alone out there. He's actually being supported by Jonas Valanciunas, and I saw this dude when they actually played here in the Philippines during that World Cup, and that dude is a monster. I'm not a small guy. I stand at 6'1", but when I stood right beside him, I looked like a baby, man. Now you got Jonas, you got Zion Williamson, and you got Brandon Ingram. His length is just actually stressful if you're the opponent. So I think a New Orleans Pelicans' size would actually give them a huge advantage over Memphis Grizzlies. Now don't get me wrong. I know Jaren Jackson, Triple J would be there still. I know Tillman is a good defender, but then they're missing Steven Adams. They're missing Clark. Those dudes can actually help them out big time if ever they are available. Now I know Marcus Smart is now with Memphis Grizzlies, and of course, knowing Marcus Smart, he would actually he made money out of defense. He made his name by defending and by hustling, and I'm expecting him to do that on this very first game. Of course, I just don't know if it'll be effective, right? But I think let's not just overthink stuff. I mean, Memphis Grizzlies, they lack bigs. New Orleans Pelicans, their bigs are actually pumped up right now. Memphis Grizzlies, They don't have their, they don't have their star, Ja Morant. They don't have anyone to, to turn on to, in twilight zones and all that. If ever we would actually bump into that situation. So again, I'm not try to overthink stuff, try to be mathematical and all that. I'm gonna go with New Orleans Pelicans. They are the bigger team. They have more players available. They have their stars and Memphis Grizzlies. Uh, they don't have Ja Morant. They don't have three of their bigs, and I'm just expecting Zion Williamson to actually go back there and and let the entire world know that he is still Zion, even though he actually sat down for like the entire season last time. Right. So my pick on this one would be New Orleans Pelicans, and that will be money line. Again, that's New Orleans money line. Peace out. As I love, and God bless.